I like feet. Sick.
I like
I'm Blaze and I like toes.
You like my shirt? It says feet. Welcome to Something Feral, the podcast where three friends watch, eat, and talk trash. We're your hosts. I'm Kate.
I'm Brianna.
I'm Tommy Troubleblaze. I don't feel good.
I, too, am afflicted with a cold, and then I ate a handful of gummy bears, and now I feel like dirt. So
I feel great.
So bad. So happy for you. The birthday girl.
They tried to eat like me, and their bodies are rejecting it.
Yeah, I got so many gummy candies, but when you eat too many gummy candies, I feel like I ate like hot lava.
The glob, yeah, the acid. I don't know. It ain't right.
It ain't right. I don't feel good.
I didn't even eat that many. We're not as strong as you.
It's embarrassing for you guys.
Yeah, it is embarrassing for us, but I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
How was your birthday?
It was really good. Yeah, my 35th birthday was yesterday.
Wild.
Yeah, I know. I went to an event at Gillian's school. I volunteered. I ran some
how very mama of you.
I ran some very light errands, and I went to therapy.
Wow. Ooh. That, you know what, that is 35.
I was like, you know what? I thought about rescheduling, and then I thought, this is a really good way.
It's a gift to me.
It's a gift to me on my birthday.
Yeah, it's for you.
Yeah, and it was a great session. Like, I had a great time. And then I got really fucking ripped.
Good for you.
And went out to dinner.
That's a great birthday.
You know, I'm at a point in my life, I've never been like a big birthday person. I think you guys know that about me. Like, I never plan anything for my birthday.
Yeah.
And that's not because like I expect other people to do it. I just like don't necessarily like.
I'm kind of the same way.
I don't love celebrating.
I just like being able to be in charge. You know what I mean? Like,
you also have so many friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also like
who are we gonna fucking invite?
Who we are going to invite besides in this room?
I just mean to say, like, when I say I want to be in charge, I like that I can just be like, yeah, it's my birthday, so I want to go to therapy and then go out to dinner, and that's what I'm going to do.
Yep.
Like, it's not even just about, like, oh, having a big party or, like, making it about me. It's just like, well, it's my birthday, and I get to decide, so, like,
I feel that way every day, so.
Yeah, but
I do whatever I want all the time.
I often do, but also, like, it's different on your birthday. It's different. You have
everyone
more.
has to do what you say too, and everyone has to be nice to you.
I will say, and like, I want to thank everybody that gave me birthday wishes, but I also hate getting all the texts.
Oh my god, and responding, it's so stressful.
It is such a like emotional like weight on me.
I do it the next day
because it's just something I don't.
Or never. No, you have to say something.
Yeah, you do.
And sometimes it can't just be thank you. You have to like have a conversation.
Oh, I know.
You have to ask questions.
You have to talk to me.
That's not what I want for my birthday. I don't feel.
I don't want anybody to talk to me on my birthday.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that all the people that wish you warm and wonderful wishes
couch has
are
different vibes on people.
I just don't understand. One of my other friends was just talking about how texting stresses her out so much, and like responding to text stresses her out, and I'm like,
immensely.
So much. I hate texting. I hate it so much.
But then I also hate calling, so like no one can
phone calls too.
Yeah, I just don't want to be spoken to. Don't call me. Don't text me.
Oh my god.
I'd rather have a text than a phone call for sure. For sure.
See, I'd rather have a phone call because then I feel like I can just get it done and get it over with.
Oh, no. I was gonna say the connection's more intimate. It's nice to hear people's voices.
I can just like answer it. I can like get the conversation, and then I feel like that's also the amount of relationship connection that comes with a phone call. I feel like I have more grace for not talking to that person for a little bit longer.
Y'all are wild.
On that note, I'm gonna open my present from Kate.
Yeah, please do. This is going to seem odd to anyone who isn't you.
Oh.
Keep going. There's
Oh my god, there's so many socks.
So many socks.
They're not toe socks, are they?
No, I wouldn't.
Look at all my socks.
So many socks.
Oh my god, this is a great birthday gift. Thank you so much.
There's one other thing in there that's not socks.
Thank you. I was just so overwhelmed.
But the
by
socks. I knew the socks are the main gift.
Ooh, and some bath salts.
Yeah, it's like an organic lavender. I loved the tube too. I thought the presentation was so nice.
I'm gonna put this in my bath, and then I'm gonna do a sauna.
Oh yeah, your sauna.
Yeah, that's awesome.
My life of luxury. Awesome. Oh my god. Well, thank you very much. Yes, you know how I like these socks.
I know. And I was like, what's a good gift I can get someone who buys themselves everything they want?
It's so difficult.
It's tough. And then I was like,
it's true. And that is the thing that my family does. Like, that's just something that we just like buy things when we want them.
Yeah, no shit.
But I've gotten better about like giving lists to people. But I have to give credit to Dale. So he got me, I wanted this little like charm. It's a little pocket knife.
Cute.
Like it's an actual little pocket knife.
Oh,
It's not
cute.
sharp because that would like, be at risk. But it like actually opens like a little like,
Who makes it?
it's from Local Eclectic.
Oh, yeah.
But
I've heard of that.
they don't produce it. They like work with other artists
Yeah.
and like collaborate and do that. So I will have to get the card of but it's super cute. He also got
Cool.
me a little fuck charm.
Oh, very you.
And he said it's my last fuck to give.
I like it.
But he also bought me a perfume, which I was kind of like, oh, okay. Like that feels like a very like easy gift to give, right?
Not if it's the right perfume.
yeah.
He went to Nord's, or I don't know where he went. I think he went to I know he went to the mall. So I'm assuming it was like Nordstrom or Macy's.
He went to a perfume counter. It sounds
Yes,
like.
he went to a
Okay.
perfume counter and he said like 15 perfumes.
Wow.
And I was like, no, that's not right. Like, oh, this is like the right amount. And like, did the work. And I was
and
like,
you like it?
I do.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
I think it must have been Nordstrom's. I don't think they sell that at Macy's.
Yeah, it's Baccarat Rouge 540
Okay.
is the one he got
they sell it at
me.
Nordstrom's.
I don't
Is it
know.
Saks?
Saks, maybe?
Maybe. I don't know. I just know he went to the
Neiman's.
mall. And he took Gillian with him, and Gillian gave some feedback as well.
Nice. Oh my gosh. I
Cute.
love shopping for perfume.
I would say, like, I was really like, oh, that is actually kind of like a sweet thing to do.
It
So,
is. Yeah, 100%. Especially, and it's tough, like, because it's a sweet thing to do. If you don't like the perfume, then it's like,
No, I mean, I'm wearing my dossier.
I'm
nice.
so glad because it smells so good. And I actually bought it on Black Friday. Yeah. They were actually on sale.
It's so good.
even more on sale.
Even more on sale, yeah.
That's right.
I don't know how they get away with
the
what they
biggest
do, but-
sale.
Yeah, the biggest sale. And then the other part that was really great about my birthday is, like, obviously I had almost a whole week off with Thanksgiving. And then you guys came over and we did a real feral trash night again.
A true feral
Which
trash
we are
night.
going to make more of an effort to have those so that we can talk about them on the pod.
My tummy hurts just thinking about it. And I
Oh,
know
We
I
made
know.
Florida
Yes.
chili, which you'll see on our socials.
If we had to experience it, you have to see it.
Yeah,
So-
Blaze tried a pizza roll for the first time.
That was huge. I knew you'd love it.
It was
Nuts.
so good. We were supposed to put them in the chili, but I kept eating them before.
No, it would have been a shame to desecrate pizza rolls like by putting that stuff.
It was so yucky. It was
Yeah, we can. No,
I can't even like get into it. It actually like makes my stomach like hurt.
Oh, we're
just
not
even, like,
divulging?
no, because we've got all the clips we got to post
Oh,
this week
okay,
about
okay,
it.
okay.
So listeners,
it was
keep an eye
bad.
out.
It was bad. You know, we'll say that it was bad. It was disgusting. It was fucking gross.
It was
Sorry.
bad. Yeah,
So
it was
sorry.
bad.
If we, like, Brianna and I think it's bad, because we love orange goo, like, you have to trust.
Now I did doctor the
bad.
orange goo.
You did.
And we liked that orange goo.
Yeah, you fixed it.
Thank you.
And I had the worst stomach ache after.
How much did you eat?
A lot.
much.
Oh, you did. You ate a lot after she.
It was
altered
good.
it?
Yeah, we enjoyed it.
She put
immensely.
chives in it. It tasted delicious. And other things.
You made it better, but I knew too much. I
It was
couldn't get
good.
past
I could get
it.
past
I
it.
got past it. Yeah, it was good when I fixed it. And then we spent most of the night just
In the bathroom.
jibber jabbering and watching Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. You two also listened to the podcasts with Jesse and Jordan.
Dear God, we did.
I refused.
did.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't. Not on my birthday week. No.
No.
You made
good
the right
call.
choice.
No.
And
No.
her interview was fine, to be clear. Like
I enjoyed her.
Yeah, she's great. We'll get to his.
Yeah. All right, so we all watched the episodes. We're gonna jump into a trash or treasure, and that's gonna be the entirety of our episode today because we are going to talk about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
That's
yeah,
right,
and
we
our
are.
tummy's hurt. We don't want to say anything more. Well,
No,
me.
I have a cold. My tummy hurts. Anything else is too far.
Yeah.
So I have some notes, so I'm just going to go through. Mine are in chronological order, but some episodes obviously have more notes than others, but I don't have an episode list.
For anyone that doesn't know what
Oh,
the show is about,
good
it
call.
is about
Yep.
a group of friends who are all Mormon. Well,
Mormon and
Mormon adjacent, at least.
at
Some
least
are
we're Mormon at some point.
Yes, all have religious trauma. All are in Utah. They are all gorgeous. And they make silly TikToks, and they became famous because one of them was swinging with another one, and the one denied it. But she's super cool, and I like her.
Me too.
But-
what a babe too.
Miranda's
beautiful.
great.
Yeah,
I
very
don't
cool.
condone lying about that, but I mean, God, whatever. You can't. It's not like an easy thing to come out about.
No, especially like out there.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so that's basically what it's about. If you haven't watch it because it is.
It's great reality television.
Yeah, and like the big storyline of this season, which is season 3, is that they went on this trip. Some of them went on this trip to Lisa Vanderpump's villa,
Vanderpump Villa.
which was another show.
I didn't
and-
watch that.
No,
I
didn't
did
either.
watch it,
You
and
did.
when I watched the episode where this all went down, I'm like, this is fucked up.
Messy.
This is kind of fucked up. They're getting real close to Marciano, and he like works there. Well, he
So
got
gross, by the way.
Yeah,
he's
he
so
is
greasy,
Yeah.
slick.
And I have so many thoughts about that. And
get into it.
basically, there was two of the women that were very close to me and Jesse. And Demi, there was like a lot of hubbub about how Demi was being really inappropriate with this gentleman, Marciano. And then it came out that Jesse was having...
We got to talk about this.
They used the term affair, emotional affair. Now, mind you, this affair was 2 kisses.
2 kisses.
2 kisses. And like a few text messages.
Yeah, some kisses and some texts.
They made it seem like she banged this guy for years.
They did.
It
and
was crazy.
no, the way they talk about this
Kisses.
was...
Kissies.
If 2 kisses and some texts is an affair... No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, it's.
That is a crazy word to use for such...
I think
Like, I'm not
We
justifying...
can say cheating.
Yeah.
Affair.
And I'm
no.
not justifying it. Like, obviously,
No,
like,
but
you
it-
stepped out of, like, what was appropriate for your marriage. Like, that's, you know,
but
like,
they
not
were also
okay.
separated at the time.
They were not.
They were not.
they
Yeah,
were
that
not.
was not
Okay.
true.
All
But
right.
even so, like, yes, it's wrong. Like, obviously, like, I'm not justifying that, but like the way they talk about this was
Insane.
and when she was like, "Well, you like, would you guys?" Okay, I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead. Sorry. Okay.
No, like this is a major storyline. We should get
Can we
into
just
it.
dive into the affair?
Well, yeah. So they have this affair, and like, there's a lot of
she is married to a boy named Jordan.
Yeah.
Yes.
And look, I don't want to be like one of those people that's like a hater on the internet because like I think she is very lovely, but I will share my feelings about this man's behavior, which is disgusting.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And so that's the big storyline. And her husband, like, she comes clean. And there's a lot of like backstory about this. So long story short, Demi is the devil.
Yeah.
And she was the one that was accused of having a kisses affair the first time around. And then it came out that Jesse was actually the one having the affair. And
Yeah.
then Demi
Fair.
was like saying, oh, yeah, Jesse's the one that had the affair, but she had sex with him. And then she convinced, this is the story, right? That she denies this still. But the belief from everybody else in this friend group
And what he said.
is that like Demi and him were like, no, she had sex with Marciano. Marciano told me that they had sex. And then throughout this season, that's the big like, did they have sex?
Yeah, because Marciano also said that they had sex. And then when
Correct.
he gets confronted, he's like, oh, no, like, Demi told me to say that.
Like loser.
What?
Yeah.
This man
Loser.
is a loser.
Big loser
There's so many
energy.
loser men in this
Clout
universe.
chasing losers.
Clout chasing loser men. And we
So
will
many
dive
of it.
into it. I have so many feelings.
So they start the season basically that the affair is being exposed. Who's in and out of Montauk. They basically talk about how Whitney and Demi are not contractually obligated this season and are not filming at the start for multiple reasons.
Demi and Jesse used to be close, and then they had a falling out the last season.
Right.
Demi fell out with everyone.
Everyone, but she was like, Jesse's bad at hair, because Jesse owns like a hair company, and she's like, she sucks at hair, and was like talking all this shit about Jesse, and she's like, what the fuck?
She also tried to like get her kicked off the show so she and then
So
she
she
could
could
have
have
more
a
money
bigger
to
contract.
negotiate for more money herself.
Demi is a demon monster.
She's a ghoul. Yeah.
So the first 2 episodes focus a lot about that. And one of the things that when we watched the episodes together, we're laughing so hard about is, of course, like the fact that they keep calling this an affair and they keep talking about like this betrayal. And again, it's 2 kisses and some
keep
like
saying
weird
kisses.
texts.
Yeah.
the way they said kisses was just so silly.
Kisses. It was 2 kisses.
2 kisses. And they talk a lot about that. And then how Demi is like basically talking online about how, oh no, they had sex, because the belief is that Demi and Marciano had something going on at that villa.
They sure did. I watched those episodes. They had many emotional, like, weird talks.
Yeah.
By the pool. I watched it, and I was like, okay, I know both of these scenarios. This is
So
fucked.
Demi, like the idea is that like, oh, Demi and Marciano, like Demi's convinced Marciano to conspire against Jesse so that Demi doesn't get any heat about anything
Right.
that happened,
Yeah,
right?
to cover up her own shit.
To cover up her own shit.
And he gets TV time.
And he gets TV time, right? So this season is a lot about that. And then eventually, I don't remember who she was talking to, but somebody was basically like,
Layla like tells her to fuck off.
yeah, Layla sees her at an event and is basically finally had time to talk to Jesse. And Jesse's like, I didn't like she showed everybody all of the text messages, which was fucking hilarious.
Oh my God.
Because these text messages, one were like just like dumb. Like you can tell.
I gotta give her credit for being so honest.
Yeah. She was like literally just showing all of her friends these texts at this party where her husband
Where he was
like literally this far away.
He walked behind her at one point and like looked, glanced, and she's like, I can't wait to like redo
see your dick.
Yeah, like it was like teenage texting. It was like, can't wait to like redeem myself when I see you next. I'm like, oh God.
And
what?
he also like they talk about like taking Cialis.
Oh yeah.
And so she's like, we didn't have sex, and he's like, well, I woke up and like I had like come on me, and like I took that Cialis, so I think we had sex. And she's like, no, we didn't have sex.
No, he was so fucked up in Vegas.
He's basically like, yeah, I woke up and I creamed my pants, so obviously we had sex.
Yeah, obviously we made love.
Yeah, and you loved it.
I made love to you and you enjoyed it.
But I gotta
Right.
redeem myself.
But I came in my own shorts.
It was so dumb. It was so slimy, so gross,
So
gross.
stupid. So stupid.
What a loser.
And the whole time she's like, I just like didn't want to tell anyone. I didn't know if anyone was gonna be friends with me. Like I didn't want to bring this to our group. I'm like,
That was the craziest.
what?
This girl,
no one cares.
so ashamed about the kisses affair.
When she was like, I just like, would you still be my friends? Like, girl, like,
Yeah.
please, like, what? I mean, I feel bad, like that she was genuinely asking, like, she was truly in a tough spot, but I was like, there's no, like, if I were confessing an affair to you guys, I would never like lead, like, you guys have to be my friend, first of all, like, it's not really a choice for you anymore.
No, we're like blood friends at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
We know too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't
So, like,
bury these bodies.
unfortunately, you must be my friend. So we're not starting with that. But like, there's nothing like to equate that as something that like my friends might think I'm so morally bad that like my close friends might not be my friends
After
anymore.
some
Like,
kisses.
after 2 kisses and some texts, like. That is not like a friendship ruining
No.
occurrence.
Especially knowing like the why she got to that point, which we will get to. But
Yeah.
like it makes so much sense.
No, knowing what a loser he is, like if one of you came to me and said that you cheated affair, you know, with your husband who was treating you like that, I'd be like,
Good.
okay, like, so when are you gonna cheat again? Like,
Right, yeah. And maybe with somebody like for real
like
this
someone
time?
actually attractive.
Maybe like
that
you could fuck somebody?
Yeah, and like maybe like you do that consistently, and you also along the way stop having sex with this man and stop being married to him. Oh my god,
Crazy.
Yeah.
Leave him in the dust. Who said that?
It's like the advice Blaze gave me on that
Right.
trip. Maybe just when we come back, you get a new boyfriend.
Right.
You get a new husband.
Yeah, just get a new
I don't
husband.
see the problem.
3rd time's the charm, Jesse. Like,
Maybe
you
we try
deserve
again.
better.
Yeah.
Totally.
So at this point, all of the girls have seen these text messages from Jesse and like have agreed that it's so cringy that there's no way she's actually lying.
No, absolutely not. Like,
They all are like, no, yeah, that's fair. We don't think you had sex with them. Like, they truly believe that at this point.
also, those details are so insane. Like, yeah, like he took a Cialis and then like passed out. Like, that's just too specific.
And they said I need to redeem myself, implying that nothing good happened. So like,
Right, exactly. And so at this point, Layla and Demi are at an event because these women are always like crossing paths at these different events.
influencer events. Yeah.
events. Yeah, this one was at like some weird private jet place. And Demi is not filming, but Layla is, so that's why they were there. And basically, Layla's like knows the truth at this point and feels confident that she knows the truth. And so Demi tries to like come up and say hello to her, and Layla's like, not so much. And
Yeah.
then they get into why. And one of my favorite these are 2 things I wrote down. She was like, Demi, like, it's clear that you were like working with Marciano to get him to like talk badly about Jesse. And she's like, no. If like you look at my text messages, I'm like, don't do it. Like, never mind. Like, don't do it. And Layla's like, So let me get this straight. You're admitting that you like wanted to do it and then you called it off. That's like premeditated murder. Like just because you just like you still kill, like you still it still happened,
right? Or just because you didn't kill someone doesn't mean you didn't plan it. Or what did she say? It was something like that.
She said premeditated murder, and it was
funny.
so funny. And then Demi was like, "Well, she's the one that had the affair.
She's jealous."
To Layla, and I'm like. Again, she didn't have an
affair.
Nobody had an affair.
We laughed out loud so many times at the way everyone was like emphatically like using the term affair.
Like nobody had an affair.
She had an affair.
She had an affair.
She didn't. That's not what an
And
affair
then
is.
anyone had an affair, it's Demi, because those intimate conversations at that villa.
And then she, like, Demi storms off and is like, I'm going to go on live and tell everybody everything about Jesse. And then Layla's
That
basically
backfired.
like, go get the producer because she has
she's
a
like, no,
contract.
you're-
She's
Yeah,
like, no, you're
yeah.
not. And you can see the production crew come to start talk to her in her car.
No, I loved it.
Good girl.
Fuck you, Demi.
Layla's really like shining this
She's
season.
grown a lot.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, she had a great. She is no longer going to Jesse to get her hair done because she's like actually acknowledging the fact that she has like she described it as ethnic hair, which I was like, okay, you just have like a different hair type.
Well, she's a black woman.
Like
for
she's a
anyone who
black
doesn't
woman,
know.
yeah, and like, but
They don't exist in Utah.
And that's what she was saying is like she just doesn't have
so
any
tough.
like connection or relationship with that side of her family even. So living in Utah, she's like, I just like myself didn't realize how much I was missing out on. And so she found this like really great like braider and like black hairstylist who redid her hair, but you know,
Yeah, because you need to do it differently than like
it's
our
not
hair. It's
like
not
our
the same.
hair. No, it's not the same. You cannot treat it the same.
And she was losing hair and, you know, like patches. And I was like, good for you.
I'm glad she's on a positive journey of like finding herself and like connecting with herself and like a positive hair journey as well.
And like speaking her truth, she said she was talking
Yeah.
about like being more vocal about how she was feeling and like
And
Yeah,
she
standing
told
up for
Jessie,
herself.
and she was like, good for you. Jessie did not care because she told her. She's like, I wish you would have just told me. But she's like, you know what? Honestly, like, I respect that. You did tell me. Like, you know, you should do that. And Jessie was even like, I don't know how to do that hair. I don't know what to do with it.
I was never trained on it.
Yes,
like,
I was never trained.
And she connected with the stylist too.
Yeah, she was like, I would like to learn. It was amazing.
It was a good moment.
It was a really good moment
It
on
was
the show.
nice.
I really like Jessie this season.
Me too.
Yeah.
And Layla.
Slut.
Even despite the affair.
Yeah, despite her morality issues.
Yeah, despite whatever. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, so now after all of that, the biggest thing is that Macy and Michaela have decided that, like, okay, we're going to go talk to Marciano. Like, we are going to meet up with him, and we are going to get him to tell us what actually happened.
And they're both very pregnant, which is so funny. I don't know why. It's just like an extra funny
Yeah.
element. Like, it's so weird.
They go out there, they meet up with Marciano, and long story short, he admits, I guess, I don't know, to saying that, like, no, I did lie about that, and Demi was the reason I lied about that, and yes, I did kiss Demi.
There were kisses.
There were kisses. More
happened.
kisses. So much kissing in
He's a
this.
slippery little sucker, that one.
Ew,
All
he
the
is.
kisses.
Ugh.
Yeah, he's gross.
He is gross.
So gross. So they go on this girls' trip, and Jessie decides that she feels that the best way to clear her name is to do a lie detector test and to have Marciano join her at the lie detector test.
She did not need to do that. I believed her from the second she.
Well, here's the thing. Like, first and foremost,
weird.
they do this weird lie detector thing. And this woman says, she's like, I do this, like, I'm a professional, but I don't want to be on camera. But then they film her and they just blur her face. And it's this, I'm like, this woman is so distinct looking. Like, she had this, like, curly red hair. And I was like, ma'am, like, how many people do this as a living? Like, you're going to be able to be identified pretty fucking
like,
quickly
also-
in your community.
These tests are not reliable.
No,
like
not
they're
at all.
okay. Anyway,
No. So they do the lie detector, and then she has this, like, weird, like, flirty conversation with Marciano, and they're literally acting like
It's no big deal.
it's no big deal, which I don't disagree with because it isn't a big deal, but it's still weird, I will say.
Jesse
Yeah.
and Marciano.
Yes.
They had a
Yeah.
very flirty dinner afterwards.
Yes.
Like, the other girls were there, but it was weird. Like, she was like...
Yeah, it was weird.
He just accused you of, like, sleeping with him, and he admitted to lying. Like, this is weird.
It was weird.
It's
It was
really
weird.
weird. You're married.
She addresses this in the podcast.
Yeah,
she does.
which we'll get to in a little bit. So, as part of, but like, what really confused me is Marciano. They got the results back, and Marciano's were all like in line with what he's now saying, right? But Jesse's weren't.
because they're not reliable.
No, I know that,
She
but
admits to lie in the podcast, yeah.
so I don't know that because I didn't listen. But then later in the episodes, she's also like, "Well, I passed," and I was like, "Wait, but she didn't pass."
didn't she
I
pass,
thought she passed the one question.
Yeah, the question was like, did you have sex with him? And she said no. So that's, I think, what the...
But it was like, did you have any additional sexual contact with him? And that one was false.
Well, she admits she did. Like, they went to the hotel room, and he thought they were gonna, like, hook up.
Yeah.
And then they didn't. So, I mean, and the other things that were, like, inconclusive were, like, have you ever, like, lied about anything else about Marciano or something? Have you ever lied about Demi? And it was... She failed or was inconclusive. And then she'd said on the podcast, I don't remember the details, but she was like, this is why, like, I think I failed because I did this.
They did say the questions were worded weirdly, too.
Yeah, I was like, kind of like, they're vague. She said they were vague.
Yeah.
Perhaps there were kisses and hands.
Yeah, I mean...
Some HJs, some J Juniors.
OTPHJs. Will you still be my friend? I'm not making fun of her. I really wish her well. Like, she deserves
the culture
better.
that they grew up in has perpetuated that. Like, it's not her fault.
For real. Oh my gosh.
So there was something really funny. So you know how I don't remember which episode it was, but you know, like in the transitionary scenes, they show the TikToks they post.
Yeah.
One of the TikToks was Macy and Michaela. And it was them being like, I think I'm pregnant. And they're obviously very pregnant. And the other one was like, why do you think you're pregnant? And she's like, I've just been having these weird cravings. And she was like what? And she goes, water.
1,000
Pound Sisters.
I knew you'd clock that.
I clocked right away.
Oh, my God.
I did too.
I was like, Tammy.
For anyone that doesn't know, give that reference real quick.
Yeah, so on an episode of 1,000 Pound Sisters, our other favorite reality TV show, Tammy, who is at this point pre-surgery, still morbidly obese, she is like, I'm worried I'm pregnant. And the only reason that she's worried she's pregnant, literally the only, she's talking to a gynecologist, by the way, is she's like, I'm having weird cravings, like water. And the gynecologist on this TV, like, God bless this woman. Like, I don't know how she managed to stay professional.
Amazing.
I imagine you hear some shit in that profession.
Well, I think she asked her, like, are you sexually active? And she was like, no. Yeah. So, like, she was like, no. She's like, but I'm craving water. Again, so sad. Like, she doesn't even know this is so wrong.
Some kids did get left behind. George Bush.
Oh my God. Fuck George Bush.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
So at some point then we get to a point where dad talk is also a storyline, which is like the dads doing this.
So sorry.
And I wrote, Jordan is a loser and so is Zach.
Yes.
Because they take time to talk about how
unsupportive mom talk is to their wives. And I was just like,
yep.
The audacity of men. Like,
These
honestly.
two men in particular.
These men. Oh my God, these men.
The two worst men.
Dakota's pretty bad too.
Yeah,
but
he's not married, so.
There's a few men who aren't terrible ghouls, but like for the most part, these men are terrible fucking losers.
Well,
and like some aren't. Many, Connor, Stan, like,
oh my God, love him.
Connor's great. Macy's husband seems fine.
I have no clue what his name is because he never talks.
No.
Great, we love that.
Jacob.
Jacob, yeah. The silent one we like.
His name is Jacob. And I have some feelings about Jace as well.
Oh, so do I.
No,
so,
can we drag Jace?
Yes.
I have some... I want to talk about Jace a little bit.
In a good way or a bad way?
I was surprised by his reaction to a lot of the stuff with Michaela.
Yeah, me too.
Was really enraged.
I was seething.
Yeah, hearing him say like, oh, it's a problem that there's not intimacy in our relationship. Like, it's a big problem for me. It's a big deal to me. And I was like...
See, I disagree. I can see that.
Context matters. Like, yes, intimacy is important to me in relationships. I value that greatly. I also did not meet a 16-year-old who was abused when I was 21 and knock them up. And they're having this conversation as she is pregnant again with her fourth with him?
Yeah.
Third?
I think it's fourth.
3 or 4.
And she's like 22.
24.
5.
Whatever.
Okay, whatever. It's all the same when you have that many.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not all the same. I don't mean to whatever. But hearing him talk like that really bothered me, knowing like their story and how they met.
She was abused by family members from like childhood.
Yeah, but you know what I thought was...
And him... Like,
yeah,
I'm sorry, she was 16 years old when she got pregnant or had the baby. I think she was 17 when she had the baby.
Yeah.
He is a college grad. 21 is a college graduate with a 16-year-old.
Who has just been abused, like, at 15. She talks about it recently as 15. So, like, freshly abused meets this older guy who it's just, like, it's so sickening to me.
Yeah, not an adult. She has no... I mean, that conversation... like, I hear what you're saying. 'Cause, like, yeah, if I were in a relationship and my partner never wanted to be intimate, like, I would have an issue with that. If, like, that was something Maverick and I were struggling with. But, like, context is so important. And
but
just,
the thing that was weird to me is that, not weird, like, but that was a interesting sort of, like, he still doesn't even know who her abuser is.
That was insane to me. Like, she can't even tell her own husband who that was.
I don't think she has told anybody.
No, because she's protecting. It's someone in her family.
Yeah, it's someone in her family that she's protecting.
And it is. She said
so that level of, like, fear and, like, self-doubt, like,
it makes me so sad.
It also makes it, like, very clear to me why, like, when she has that, like, level of stress, like, she's clearly been just abused her whole life.
Yeah.
But also, like, how can you be physically intimate with anybody / how can you be intimate in any way
at all,
ever?
And what really bothered me is he was like, well, when we first met, like, she was so into it and so sexual. I'm like, she was a teenager,
a child. That's about that. I was gonna follow up with that.
And that's a very normal thing to act out and do when you've been abused. Like, that is a classic case.
Exactly.
And that really irked me. I'm like, you have no clue, like, what she's actually going through or been through, because you're one of her abusers.
And yes, and don't you feel
sickening?
Don't you feel shame saying that? Like, when we first met, she was all about it. When she was an abused child,
freshly abused too.
Yes.
Like, I wanted to jump through the screen and drown him in that hot tub that he made her feel like just the worst person alive in. And I wanted to drown him in those fucking bubbles and shove something so far up his that he maybe that was mean what I just said. But
no, I mean,
fuck him.
Awful.
She's pregnant, so, like, okay, you are fucking sometimes.
Yeah.
She's fucking pregnant and has 4 of your children.
4
so
of your
shut
children.
The fuck up,
the
you
first
little
of which she had when she was a minor.
A child,
and you were an adult. I don't know if he went to college, but again, 21 is like a college grad.
Can you imagine being in college, like, graduating college and, like, dating someone from high school?
No, because I'm not a pervert.
What?
I'm not a pedophile pervert.
It's called pervert.
Oh, it makes me so mad. And that's just, like, I mean, it's tough because, like, yeah, if she's your friend, you can't be calling her husband a pedophile every day. Like,
I also
there
think
comes a point where it's not helpful.
Well, I also feel like in their community, unfortunately, that's
not weird.
Not as weird.
Obviously.
No. You know, and, like,
none of her friends seem to think that about him. They're all like, Jason's a great husband.
They're like, their marriage is such, like, an ideal to me. Like, the way they all talk about it, I'm like,
sure, maybe sometimes.
See, this is the only, like, asterisk I'm going to put on this, right? Because to some point and to some degree, like, you can curate how people see you on reality TV, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's never been problematic on the show for the most part. He's made some, like, sort of, you know, but, like, not like the other guys that are like like, he's like, I'll let my wife, like, work and do, like, he's had no problem with that.
He's
like,
a hero on this show because he says, I let my wife work, my teenage bride.
I fucking hate to say that, but,
that's
like,
how bad the other men are.
How bad the other men are.
Yeah, I agree. The bar is
low.
In the depths of hell.
Pits of hell.
Yeah.
So, like, but there's also part of me that wonders if she had been abused so severely in a situation where it was her family member in this horrible Mormon church, like, as much as I know that 5-year age gap is an inappropriate age gap, I do wonder if, like, he was just a refuge for her and, like, an escape route. And again, I don't think it's appropriate, but, like, I don't think it necessarily means that he's... It's hard to say, right?
I don't know. I just feel like she was so vulnerable. She, like, ran away when they met. You're not an equal. She can't, like, consent. Like, she's not an adult. She's a homeless kid. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to get past it. Like, it's really hard for me knowing what I know.
And she went through a lot getting pregnant. Like, her family was awful to her. So that he traumatized her by getting her pregnant that way.
And her mom not believing her. She, like, breaks my heart. Her story just, like... It, like, makes me so sad watching her.
Well, I think maybe that's, like, for me, I really hope that he's not a total piece of shit. Because, like,
I just can't trust him. I just can't.
Yeah, I just maybe, like, that's the side of me that's like, no, please. Like, please don't let this poor woman...
Let something good happen to her.
Like, let this poor woman have actually somebody in her life that, like, cares for her and is trying to do right by her and is, like... just doing his best. Like, maybe it's just that I am, like, so hopeful.
Oh, me too.
That she's not in, like,
the depths of hell. But it sounds like, kind of sounds like this season she is. Like, she's like, everyone thinks a relationship's so perfect, and it's not. Like, it's so difficult and hard. And That's why I know, like, these men are the worst, because, like, that is the best marriage and the best relationship in this group.
Well, Jacob and Macy have a good relationship,
That's
too.
true. That is true.
But they also have not been together. Macy's also had some pretty horrible trauma as well, which we'll talk about a little bit. But I think we need to move on from Michaela.
Yeah.
But overall, like,
breaks my heart.
Very sad. Yeah, very sad. And most of the men are trash. Speaking of trash.
Speaking of trash men.
EDMR, is that what it is? Is somebody just waving their fucking finger in front of you?
more involved.
I
That's
thought
all
you
they
were wearing,
did.
like, goggles.
I don't know. I don't know anything about it, really.
I'm like flabbergasted that she was just like,
rapid eye movement.
okay, how are you feeling about your sexual abuse as a child? I'm like,
I'm like, what?
what?
I don't know enough to weigh in. I really don't know
either.
anything about it.
Yeah, I don't either, but I just thought that was really odd.
I mean, the way they do therapy in Utah is confusing to me, because
with the
ketamine therapy, they just slapped some ketamine into Jen and Zach and then left the room. I was like, this isn't therapy. You're just doing drugs.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
which is fine.
confused. I'm like,
Right.
where's the therapy?
I was
This
like,
is drugs.
Right, yeah. And it's fine.
This
you want
is
to do
just drugs.
You want to do drugs with your partner? That's not my business.
Nope,
Yeah, go for it. But, like, let's not pretend this is the same as therapy.
I was like waiting for the therapist to come in. They're like, we're going to couples therapy. I'm like, oh, so where's like the therapist? You know, they're just like laying there. I'm like,
Right, and then they wake up and they're like, wow, that was so great. And I'm like, yeah, because you were fucking stoned out of your minds.
yeah, you were high, laying in a
So,
nice chair.
If Maverick and I split a joint, is that couples therapy?
Yeah, it is.
In Utah.
As long as you're in the same room.
Okay, great. That's
So, at some point in the season, there's the dad talk situation. The men are like trying to be friends, and they're like being unsupportive of their wives, and they're pretending that they are. It's like a whole fucking thing. I don't even want to get into it. And
I don't even want to give it any light.
no, I don't want to give it anything more than that. But as part of, at some point mid-season, Demi makes this accusation that Marciano gave her unwanted touch. That's the phrase she's
calling
used.
it sexual assault.
Later in the season, it becomes sexual assault.
It is snowballed into.
It snowballs into sexual assault as a statement, and she like makes these claims, but she never really says what it was.
I thought she said he like grabbed her ass.
Yeah.
Oh,
she
is
says
that what it
later.
was?
Yeah. Here, like, I don't even think she said grabbed. She like touched or grazed her ass or something. Like she grabbed an ass. I mean,
This girl.
well, and Lisa Vanderpump. So it was on her show where this occurred.
Yeah.
She's like, we have cameras in every single room. We have no footage of this. It did not exist, or whatever.
I feel like I heard that Hulu did like a full investigation,
Yeah,
and they
'cause-
weren't able to come up with anything.
I mean, whatever. Even if let's say that did happen, the problem is that she compared it to Macy and Michaela's
multiple
trauma.
times. Multiple
She's like,
times.
you guys should know.
To their being sexually abused as a child and being
raped and physically
raped and beaten by your partner.
She's like, you guys should be on my
take my
side. Because it's like they know.
The other piece that was a really big part of it, and the Viall and like Demi, like when everybody just sort of is like, okay, like nobody's like you're a liar, but they're just like it seems weird because, and Demi says that this happens. She never denies any of this, but she's like, everybody reacts to situations differently. Like, why are you judging me? But basically, she was continuing to talk to Marciano post Vanderpump Villa.
FaceTiming him with her kid.
Yeah.
Which she says is like, oh, it was an accident. But then she sent a video
of her daughter to him.
She's just a fucking liar.
And
she's like, Brett knew about all of it. And I'm like, that's even fucking weirder.
So you're both weird liars.
Especially because this man literally went after another man.
Oh, when she said
she got poked.
Brett, he put his hands on me, and then later said that he shoved her, and that was on camera. And he
that is not what happened.
Moved past her and kind of touched her in a way that like everyone's been touched like that by a guy they don't like, and it is annoying. And like, don't touch me.
Right.
But to run to your husband and say he just put his hands on me,
called a shove,
and then and then saying someone shoved you, like
he was kind of like going to talk. Was he going to talk to someone else? And he just was like went like that, like almost like pushing her out of the way.
It was almost like a poke.
If
that,
I would even say push. Yeah, like
it was minuscule, and she made it seem like she was attacked.
Like she made it seem like he, shoved her, like grabbed her, and it's like
not what happened.
I mean, it was an inappropriate you
right. It's again, you don't want to be touched by someone you don't like.
I know
an inappropriate touch, but again, and it sucks. Like I hate even having this conversation
it's awful.
because it's like women already aren't believed, and then you see this, and you see her saying all the things that are true. Like, like victims and survivors of assault don't necessarily react how you expect them to.
Right.
How you expect them to, like a third party, right? But, like, she knows that, and she's saying it, and it's true, but it's also not.
It's really hard to believe this woman after all of the events that have transpired. And I say that
as someone who, I even hate
tough.
saying this.
It's tough. Yeah, it's tough. And, like, the other thing that I was really frustrated with, and to your point, with her being, like, putting it in the same category as Macy and Michaela, it's not.
It is just not.
No, it's not.
Just not.
Like rampant, repeated child sex abuse and domestic violence are not the same as a man you don't like
and that you were flirting with,
someone,
even if you, like, didn't actually, like, want anything to happen. Touching your ass, like,
it's
that
not okay,
sucks, and that's not okay, and, like, you have a right to be upset about that and to, like, report it.
Don't compare that.
No.
Again, if it was that bad, you wouldn't be texting him and FaceTiming him and, like, being so obsessed with this man. Like,
sending him videos of your kid is, like,
that's the thing that really upset me about it, too.
If you believe someone abused you,
sexually assaulted, that's the term she used.
Yes, who isn't in your life, who is not someone you are close to, who you have to have a relationship with.
She did not have to have any contact with this man.
Exactly. Like, why are you continuing to send him videos of your kid? Like, that was where I was just like,
she wants to be a victim so badly. She wants to have anything relevant going on.
Trauma responses as well, and she starts, like, and I felt personally, like, how I felt is that she saw how all of the other people on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, a lot of them have come out and talked about their abuse, right? Like Michaela, obviously, Macy coming out with her book, Connor talking about his abuse. As a young, I think he was a young man.
And then most of them have religious
Taylor,
trauma.
Taylor has a lot of her own trauma and issues with, like, being repeatedly serial cheated on. Like,
and her dad left when she was really young.
Right. Like, there's a lot of things that, and I feel like Demi was like, oh, I know what, like, everything's turning against me. You know what? I have trauma. And then to lean into this, like, I had a trauma response. Like, you guys, like, you can't understand.
These people can understand, actually. If there's anyone who can understand, it's this group who's been through a lot of trauma and therapy.
And it just, like, it felt very performative.
As someone who has a juicy ass and has to get my ass grabbed a lot...
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. No, it was the juicy ass part.
It's not comparable to the thing she's
It is a horrible thing to have happen to you.
And I'm not going to text that person who did that.
Nope.
Never. If anything... If I knew who it was, they're getting a punch to the face. Most of those times I didn't know who it was, couldn't punch him in the face.
Right.
But I'm not going to be like, oh, look at my kid. Aren't we so cute? Like, sorry, you're calling this man a predator.
Yeah, she did say that.
She started calling him a predator, like a sexual predator. And it's, like, so deeply, like, stupid and wrong.
And I don't want to defend this man.
No. It's not about him.
Yeah.
When she made that association, that to me was like the nail in the coffin.
You lost all credibility. Yeah. Like, you're just an idiot and you're a liar and you want attention so badly.
She's messed up. I mean, I think that there's something deeply wrong with this woman.
Oh, me too.
In a way,
her husband too.
Like, there's obviously something wrong with her.
She's a liar.
Yeah, she's a fucking liar. Yeah, she's a straight up liar. So I also want to talk a little bit about Whitney. Because, like, there was a lot of, like, controversy around her this season. And she was on Dancing with the Stars. Dancing with the Stars, like, aired while this new season had come out as well, but before that. But one of the things that I was seeing online, there was, like, a lot of discourse about how there was, like, this one episode and, like, that's the reason that nobody voted for her on Dancing with the Stars is because, like, it made her look really bad.
I don't watch. I have no idea.
Well,
she's a great dancer.
She's an awesome dancer. About, like, I've seen some clips.
No, like, an episode of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives aired and people were like, oh, fuck Whitney. And we watched I was like, there was not an episode that I was like,
well, okay, so Whitney is like, oh, I don't want to be a part of the show, but Dancing with the Stars is going to call me, so I'm going to pretend like I'm friends with these girls, and she's very open about that. Maybe that just rubbed people the wrong way.
She never, she never bullshitted even the women about that.
But think about it, if you're, like, a dumb person, you're going to be like, oh my god, she's such a bitch.
Yeah,
what a fake bitch.
If you are a woman who hates other women, you would see that, and
I was just like, you know what, girl, like, you're right, it's a business, like...
That was my thought.
You don't have to be friends with these women to, like, work together. Like, you're coworkers. Like,
yeah,
fine.
Exactly. And also, you're a good dancer. Like, I remember seeing, I didn't watch the season, but obviously I saw a bunch of it on social media, and I was like, damn, she's a good dancer. Like, fun to watch. Like,
yeah,
good at it.
Well,
like,
that was her major.
Yeah, that's what she said. She's like, I've always wanted to do this show. They told me that they would only like allow me to try out if I was a part of Mom Talk. And she's like, I left the show, and they were like, well, if we go back on the show, you can audition.
Right.
And she's like,
Done.
okay.
Who wouldn't have?
Who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't have? Like, be so honest. Like,
Right.
And if you're saying like, no, I wouldn't because
Stand on business.
they're my friends and I care about like these
My
friendships.
friendships.
Shut up.
And
like,
Jen got to go on anyway.
yeah, exactly. It's
Right.
not like she took the opportunity away from someone else who
No.
really wanted it. Like,
Right.
they cast 2 of them.
There you
Exactly.
go.
Like,
So I was like, again, Whitney, I was like, you know what, girl? Like,
do your thing.
do your thing. Like,
I agree.
Go do your thing, like, with your gay husband.
Yeah, you know what? Like, I'm rooting
Your gay
for them.
bestie.
Yeah,
I'm rooting for them, too. Like,
I am too.
Yeah, I like them.
they seem to have their shit figured out.
Absolutely. You
And
know,
if that's how they, like, if their marriage is like that,
that's not my business.
not my business.
Yeah, good for them.
He, like, dressed up for every, like, he was, like,
He's a supportive man.
supportive man. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. That kind of bugged me a little bit. I'm like,
It's weird, but
no,
it's theater kid energy.
it is because he's gay,
And they're both
we
just
love
like
him.
theater nerds. Like,
Yeah.
and they're like theater nerd couple.
They did the Wicked, and he was like dressed in full Elphaba.
Elphaba,
He was
yeah.
all green, and I'm like, bro, like this is her moment and shit. Did you
She
have
probably
to paint
want-
yourself green?
She probably wanted him to do that.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
I
that's
know.
like such theater kid energy. Like,
No, it is.
He's probably like, should I paint myself green? She's like, yes. You know what I mean? Like,
oh
that's
my God, I
such-
love that.
Yeah, I feel like they have such intense theater kid energy.
They really do.
They're good partners.
Yeah, they are.
Exactly.
In their
Yeah.
lavender marriage.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, you know what?
No shame in their game.
There are
marriage on the
worse. Yeah, there are worse marriages for sure.
Absolutely. And we are going to
Sure.
talk about that.
Being married to your
because-
bestie sounds fun.
Let's
Anyway,
talk about Jordan and Jesse. So the affair,
I
they
wish I had alcohol right here.
they decide to separate for 90 days officially during the show. They spend a lot of time together in that 90 days. Jesse comes out and talks a little bit about how this affair didn't come out of nowhere and that she's been mistreated by Jordan for many, many years. And Jordan cops to it a little bit. He like also invites everybody to the house except for Jesse to like basically plead his case to them.
Yeah.
Very weird energy. And like he cops to like it a little bit, but not particularly because the women bring it up.
You would have had to hold me back if I was there. Oh my God. That made me so mad.
So weird.
And a lot
So
of people
weird.
weren't having it, which I appreciated.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And then he would get mad at them. And I was like, you're proving everyone's point except your own.
Yeah, basically, for those that don't know, Jordan was like just super toxic and abusive to Jessie. Like, would yell at her, what was it, like, accuse
Complain about her like ability to manage the home
when
while-
she was the breadwinner.
when she was also like running her own
When
business.
he didn't have a job.
He's
Yes.
not working at all.
Yeah, like she literally has built this empire. She paid for the home. Like somebody made a comment was like, "Oh, are you renting it from her today for this barbecue?"
Ooh.
Amazing.
On
Because like
fire.
she pays the mortgage. Like
It was just sickening the way that she talked about him tearing her down, being
Yeah.
like, you're not worthy, you're not this, like, with her looks and shit, like the way she looked, the way she did stuff. I'm like, you
This
monster.
monster. And
And this is why she had an affair.
an affair. Yeah.
so, one of the things they come to talk about, like it's the 90-day separation is over. But one of the things that Jessie says, which I thought was really interesting, is she's like, you know, we've come to our 90 days and we need to make a decision. I'm like, girl, no, you don't. Like, you guys can just stay separated for as long as you fucking want.
Yeah, there's no rules.
There's no rules. But then she also said, like, I just don't know where I am right now. I'm like, well, doesn't that tell you what you need to know?
Leave!
And when they were on the couch and he was like, what did he say? He was like,
Oh, yeah.
this is why I treated you like that. I was like,
That was done.
I was like seeing red. Like, he's not even sorry.
No.
No.
He said out loud just now that you deserve to be treated like shit.
That is
Yeah.
clear
Your
that
husband said on TV that this is why I treated you so badly. You
Right.
deserd it.
he's a monster.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
just
should be with
Zach
Demi.
2.0.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the only difference is that Zach learned how bad it looked
And shut the fuck up
and,
for season
and
3.
shut
yeah.
up for season 3. I'm not even like
Don't make
people
us
can
defend
change
him.
and people can grow. I'm very skeptical about him, about Zach.
Well, he made a couple comments
yeah,
with Jordan being like, well, you know, we don't want our women disrespecting their husbands. And I'm like,
And like when he was like,
me.
you know, and they just want. Well, he was saying like it's really frustrating me that like her friends aren't encouraging her to stay for the kids, and I was like,
yes, that's what it was.
Because
putting the family first.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, okay, so like you should be able to treat women however you want, and I, a friend, watching you treat my friend like shit, am supposed to say, according to you, you should stay with him for the kids. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, you'll never catch me doing that. Like, I'm sorry. I know that, like, I don't have kids. I'm not married. But, like, hot take, I don't think you should just stick it out for the kids. Like, sorry. Not
I don't
for everybody.
think I've ever met any, like, child of a divorced parent or, like, non-divorced. It's like, I'm so glad my parents stuck it out for me.
Yeah.
It's never good.
It's never good. No.
Guess what's worse? Like,
Just
parents who are
witnessing.
amicably separated can co-parent and have a healthy relationship and model healthy relationships with their kids, or people in the same house in a shitty situation, but you're still married. Like,
stupid.
Use your
Witnessing
brain.
misery every day.
Misery and like immaturity and I mean, anyway.
So the season ends on like basically everybody hates Demi, but they have this like weird come to Jesus meeting where they all like express their feelings and like kind of call each other out a little bit, but not really.
Come to Jesus. Wait, who's their man? Who's their leader?
Oh, come to Joseph.
Come to Joseph.
Not like Mary's Joseph.
Is that
like,
what we should call it? Or the episode come to Joseph?
come to Joseph?
Come to What's his full government name? Joseph Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, my computer is at 10%, so we gotta hurry.
Okay. No, we have to talk. I did not
Vials, yes.
Yes, no, we have to talk
I
about
have
it.
a plug for the computer.
go.
Yeah, I did not listen to this shit.
No,
to not have
me
this
neither.
on the podcast. I listened to
neither.
that man's voice for so long, and oh my god, I
an
want to go
hour.
rip my hair out. Let's fucking go,
Oh my God.
Blaze.
Plug that thing in.
Yeah, plug that.
Remember?
Yes, we can.
We need the special adapter.
Oh my God. Okay.
Turn our cameras off and plug it in. I don't care. Like, this is going to the
we'll still record the content. We just may not have video.
Whatever.
For it.
I don't
they
care.
die. They die.
Yeah.
We must talk
we
about this.
need to, this audio will go on.
Yeah. Fuck Jordan.
Oh.
Oh my God. He made Nick Viall look like a
Feminist hero, woman of the year.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I have to give credit where credit's due.
He went hard. I mean, not hard, but
No, he you know what, to use the word that everyone's so fucking obsessed with this season, he held him accountable.
Yeah.
Like, what? Also, Jordan should not get to use the word accountable because he clearly does not know what it fucking means, first of all.
absolutely fucking not.
I took notes on this. I wish I could forget, but I had to write this down. Hearing Jordan use the phrase feminine wound.
I'm sorry, what?
Dude, Nick was like, what? What does that mean?
He hates women. It was very obvious to me. He basically all but said it. He was like, well, like, I grew up with a bunch of guys. My mom's like one of the guys. He didn't say she's one of the guys, but like all but did. And he's like, we all just tease each other. We're just like sarcastic. We're just like kind of like mean. We like tease each other, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, so you fucking hate women. Okay, like got it. Noted.
Clear.
And then he knocked up his teenage girlfriend and they got married.
Yep.
And then
Right.
he kept like saying that he had a bunch of trauma from that, which like, sure, like I
Sure.
understand, but like, he kept alluding like that was like one of his feminine wounds, and then growing up with a bunch of like guys, that was also part of his feminine wound.
Said it like five times.
Yes, it was too many because each time I heard it, it was like nails on a chalkboard. I was like, again, no,
I
God.
was cleaning. I literally whipped
too.
my head around. I'm like, what the fuck did he just say? I had to rewind. I'm
Same.
like, he did not say that.
I was folding laundry and like my speakers died, so I was just listening to it like on my phone. Like my phone was like on the bed as I was, and I was like, clearly I misheard, and then I rewound, and then he said it 6 more times. So
I was like, what fucking therapist gave him this vernacular? Because jail.
yeah, jail.
Okay, so
Feminine
feminine wound
wound.
is like his.
He was hurt by a woman.
He's like, oh, women have hurt me in the past.
Yeah, this guy hates women. It is so clear the way he talks.
Yeah.
Like, blamed everything on Jesse, blamed shit on his ex.
The blackmail? Can we talk about the blackmail? He blackmailed Jesse
He
with the text.
recorded a TikTok live where he was like scrolling through the texts or reading them. I don't know what exactly
Yeah.
it was. And saved it in his drafts. And every time they'd get in a fight, he'd be like, I'm going to press like post.
I'm going to post it.
Her husband,
Her supposed to be husband, protector, like one and only.
life partner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That really, like, if I ever see
That's
that.
abuse.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
She said he would block her from leaving rooms. She said there were other things.
Did he cop to this?
Yeah. He called her, she said the B word and the C word. She said there's other things she wouldn't say because her kids would see this someday.
So it's so much worse.
This man is fucking
she
evil.
was willing to admit that.
She said all this on the podcast. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was there.
They were
interviewed separately.
Interviewed separate, but then at the end together. And they were not getting along. And it was very clear.
Yeah. Because she was clearly telling the truth. This is how I interpreted it. Like, she would say, like, no, that's not what happened, and, like, correct him. And you could just hear him get mad.
Yeah.
But, like, you could tell, like, you know, they agreed to, like, tell the truth. And she was clearly telling the truth. So that's when it came out that she said we were not separated when it happened. But Jordan wanted to seem like it.
Right.
He wanted her to say that so it would, like,
she was, like, protecting him still.
Yeah. And I've been with a man like this, and I can tell you it is so much worse than he was. Like,
if that's what they're willing to admit to,
it was like you could tell he was just like wanted to burst with like anger and
feel the rage.
But he was on a fucking podcast, so he was like holding himself back, but you could feel him just
you could tell.
Yeah, and
you could see it in his body language.
I didn't watch
it either. I could feel it.
You could, you could feel it. You could hear it. It's so palpable.
He is such a monster, and he just wanted
Hates
to rage,
women.
and like it was so crazy. This is just like a little funny part. Like, this is where it came out a little when they were talking about dad talk, because Jordan like doesn't work. He said multiple times he had like a good job before they met.
I was really successful. I made so much money. He said that like 45 times,
a million times, and she like made me quit.
He was in solar sales,
solar panel installations. I don't know. And she was like, "Well, now like I'm doing like the social media thing. We have like dad talk, you know." And Jesse's like, "Well, you know, that's like." You know, that's still like kind of from us.
Yeah,
like,
no,
it's
not really your
also,
thing.
I don't think dad talk's bringing in the same amount of revenue.
Fuck no.
But then she was like, what did he say? He was like, yeah, well, maybe like the views and stuff, but like that's pretty much like our own thing. And she's like, is it?
Yeah.
She kept like being like, no, it's not. It's not your own thing.
Yeah, good for her.
I loved that.
Me too.
I loved it.
And he is, again, like, you can tell, like, you should not listen to this. Like, no one should listen to this, but like,
please avoid at all costs.
Oh God, you know what? If you want a case study in an insecure man who hates women, this is the listen for you, because he's so insecure. He's just dripping with insecurity and like hatred of her. You can just feel it. It's so gross, and he's so insecure. And then they talk. Okay, and I want your guys' opinions on this, because this was really bizarre to me. So they talk about her business and how she got to like where she is with, you know, hair in the salon and everything. Mm-hmm. And he said like, oh, well, you know, her family didn't want me to be a part of it. Like, they made it very clear. So he like resents her so much. It's so, again, he's just like dripping with this like hate and resentment and disrespect. It's really disgusting. But he also says like, because Nick, the host, was like, well, why don't you think of it as like something you were building together? Like, she was building it, but why? And she's like, well, he was like, well, she didn't want me to be a part of it, and her family didn't want me to be a part of it. Like, they didn't want me to. And then she's like, yeah, because like they saw how you treated me, and like didn't want you. My family also, and how controlling you are, and my family didn't want you to be a part of it. Which like, yeah,
because the business is going well, and she said like you would want to change things and like do things differently, and we were like, no,
yeah. And then he says like, you know, he is clearly very bitter about that. He's very like, well, you know, they didn't want me to be like, so blah, 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 blah. And he clearly like thought that he would just get to like have a big job in her company. And I need to ask this, because like I would not, if Maverick had a business that he started and he was involved with his family, like, you could not catch me asking to do like, I would offer to help. I would offer to be like, I would show up to events. I'd be supportive. Like, I would offer to help in every way that I could. But like, I would not expect that he would have a job for me there.
No.
Like, and is that like different when you're married? Like, I'm genuinely asking. No. I'm not trying to even be like a type of way about it. Like, I was like, that was so insane and weird to me. And I was just like, oh, you could not catch me like wanting a job in like Maverick's business that his family also works in. Like,
I'm not expecting it.
You know what? I think it depends.
Yeah.
So I grew up with parents.
Your parents had a business.
My parents ran a business together.
And like my parents do too.
Yeah, and mine don't. Mine have very different careers. So like there's also, that's why I'm asking. Like, there's that, and I'm not married. Like, I don't know if I'm just like.
The one thing I'll say is like, as somebody who grew up with that, I knew that that's not that's something that I didn't want for myself. Like,
Yeah.
do not get me wrong, it afforded my parents like a lot of luxury, and it afforded them a lot of freedoms, and like working together was not the worst thing in the world. But on the other side of that, like it's really tough.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of, because your whole life becomes the business. And, like, you're talking about it at the dinner table. Like, there is no reprieve. And, like, your whole life is invested in this income. So it is a very, like, heavy weight to carry.
Yeah.
Right? There's a lot of benefits that can come out of it. But there's also a lot of, like, bad things that come from it, too. And so, like, I knew that that's not something that I wanted in a relationship. Like, I just knew that I didn't want to run a business. And I definitely knew I didn't want to run a business with anybody that I'm in a partnership with. With that being said, I do feel like if I was in a situation where it was like an offer to me to work for like a company, I don't know if I would say no. I think it would depend on the scale. It would depend on the partner. It would depend on the like role itself. Like
what the fuck is he gonna do at a hair salon?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like if he was in sales, right? Like if that was his job and she was like, hey, maybe you can go roadshow and try and sell the like hair products.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. That makes sense. But do I expect to pay a salary to him? No.
That was like so odd to me. And again, like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't get a salary when you like work with your partner.
The like
your income is your
right. It's both of your income.
The entitlement of that was very strange to me. Like, and again, just of who I am as a person, like I would not, if Maverick had a business and his parents also were involved in the business and his siblings, like,
oh fuck, I'm crying again. Jesus, I'm just stopped. Why?
It's not recording.
Card full again.
How is that possible?
I deleted the whole fucking thing. Oh my god. There's no files on here to delete. I deleted them all.
Okay. We're having some technical difficulties, so we are going to wrap this up to the best of our ability again.
I didn't even get to really fully express my rage.
We'll have to do a part 2 for
We're going to do a part 2 on Jordan being a fucking loser ass
Taylor
bitch.
and Dakota.
We didn't even get to that.
We didn't even get to that.
I know. All right, so we're going to sign off before everything goes to shit.
Yeah.
So, Blaze,
God
take us
damn
away.
it. That's our show. You can find us at Something Feral FTN on Instagram, Something Feral Pod at Gmail and TikTok, and I don't know, wherever the fuck you watch us. I don't know where to talk right now. Is it over here?
Yeah, it's right here.
So annoying.
See this? That's your mixer now.
Off to good feral. See you next week for part 2. Bye. Fuck.